Tertius, great to have you on the line. Just give us a sense of, we're looking at the earnings per share here up close to 34%. It has been quite turbulent on the retail space, also food. What did you do different here to start it off there?
Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity. I think the major point that I wish to highlight is that in some of and most of our larger categories, maize, for example, long life fruit juice under the Liquifit brand, and in cereals with wheat bix and so forth, we've posted very positive volume growth, resulting in some share gains. Maize under the White Star brand posted the material restoration of profitability, and that helped us to post the improved results on the prior year.
So, Tertius, you've obviously been able to shake off that drought, but looking forward, what has the company put in place to really mitigate against, drought situations that may come in the future?
Well, first of all, the drought materially affected the maize category, or the maize category as a whole in South Africa, for that matter. Most of our supplies for white maize is locally produced with very little options to bring in from any other area. So you will have to be very circumspect in how you manage your supply chain and your risk management associated with pricing. And those are some of the lessons learned in the previous period. You must be very diligent in managing your supply chain and making sure that you are sufficiently supplied.
Tertius, let's talk about that Durban wheat mill that upgrades are actually underway. Do you have an idea? Well, can you give us a sense of how much this is going to cost some of your investors out there?
Yeah, the investment in the wheat mill that you make reference to will cost us about 220 odd million rand. That is done for two reasons. One, to support our bakery extension in KZN. The plant and at Tertius has come online, is fully capacitated now to assist our endeavors there. And then as a second point, the country, and therefore us in wheat, trades on import parity. So it's beneficial to have milling capacity as close as possible to the coast. So that will assist us from that point of view as well.
Tertius, talk about the group strategy to maintain costs and increase efficiencies. Talk us through that. A lot of companies struggle to strike that balance.
Well, it requires extreme discipline and diligence on each and every line item in the income statement. And it's not a once-off event. It's, as you correctly point out, a strategy for us employed in all our initiatives at a manufacturing level to make sure that our conversion of raw materials to final product as efficient as possible, and therefore also the operating costs associated with that.
Let's just shift our focus to that historic ruling from the competition tribunal, which did approve Heinz to actually be South Africa to be a wholly owned subsidiary of Pioneer Foods. This is groundbreaking stuff, of course, from your end, a global brand of this magnitude to be under your wing. Going forward, what does this mean? How does this position you? Are you edging more towards them piggybacking on your infrastructure, more distribution, more repackaging? What does this mean going forward in the near term?
Yeah, we've been operating a joint venture in Southern Africa together with Kraft Heinz for a number of years. And we were successful in obtaining their shareholding in that joint venture, and that will soon be effective. It will, in our view, align us to integrate that business completely within our groceries division. So we will leverage the capabilities, the reach, and the infrastructure that we have to support those brands. The Wellington's brand in the condiment side is a Pioneer Foods owned brand, and we will definitely put our best attention to expanding that further. We retain the rights to manufacture and distribute some Heinz products, for example, ketchup, and we will obviously make the best effort in that as well. We will also be distributing John West in the seafood side of the spectrum, and that relationship will continue. But we're very excited by bringing this business into Pioneer Foods, and our full attention will be on leveraging our capability to expand those categories.
Many thanks. We've been speaking there to the CEO of Pioneer Foods, Tertius Carstens.